Hey guys, welcome to the JHip Show. My name is JHip, and today I'm going to be going over all the games that I beat in 2025. I am late to the party on this one, but let's get started. The first game digitally that I beat was BioShock Infinite. I played that on the Nintendo Switch, and it was a Cartridge Club Game of the Month, and it wasn't my first time playing it, but it was my first time beating it on the Switch, and I really did enjoy it. I enjoyed it just as much as I did way back when I played it on the Xbox 360. Now, unfortunately though, even though it's been a while, I haven't played BioShock 1 or 2 yet. I don't know why, it just never happened, but yeah, I'm looking forward to trying BioShock 1 and 2 because I really did enjoy BioShock Infinite. Next digital game, also on the Switch, I beat Grapple Dog. Now, Grapple Dog was a 2D platformer that I reviewed a while back, and I did enjoy it. I actually had a lot of fun with it. The swing mechanic was pretty fun. The level design was really good. And I know there is a sequel out there, so maybe I'll play it this year. But overall, I really did enjoy Grapple Dog. It was a fun game. Next up, I beat Resident Evil 2 and 3, the originals. Now, of course, I played these games multiple times, but I'm counting it here because I played it for the first time on PS5, since they were available digitally through there. And they're great ways to play the original games, and I loved it. 2 and 3, 2 is my favorite game of all time. 3 is really good, and now I have a very convenient way of playing 2 and 3. Next up digitally, I played these two on the Nintendo Switch Online Game Boy app. I played Super Mario Land 1 and Super Mario Land 2. Super Mario Land 1 was a decent game, but it was a little too meh, I would say. It isn't a game I would want to revisit anytime soon. However, Super Mario Land 2 on the Game Boy was phenomenal. Both of these games had great music and was pretty fun for the most part, but I didn't really enjoy 1 as much as I did enjoy 2. 2 was a pretty solid Game Boy game. And the last digital game that I played, and in fact it was the last game I beat in 2025, was unfortunately Plumbers Don't Wear Ties. Now, that game is horrible, but I paid only like $8 for it because I was on sale. And my friend Johnny on the Spot, who you might have heard on the podcast episode that I released the other day, I saw him stream Plumbers Don't Wear Ties on Discord, and I was just like, I gotta try this game because it was a really funny AVGN video, and yeah, it actually sucks. Like, no wonder. It's a really bad point and click game. It's not really a point and click. It's more of like choose your adventure about this weird dude and like this plumber that doesn't wear a tie and he thinks this one chick is hot. It's not a good game at all, and honestly, it wasn't even worth it, and was definitely the worst game I played in 2025. All right, now let's transition into the physical games that I beat. First up on the NES, I beat Jackal. Now, the reason why I played Jackal is because I was on I was in the chat for Gaming Off the Grid's 24-hour charity stream, and I always play games during those streams, and I try to beat a couple games, and this is one of the games I beat, and I really enjoyed it. It's a really fun game. I wouldn't say this is underrated. I would say this is more overlooked, because everyone who talks about this game rates it highly. I just don't think many people have played this game. Is kind of the issue, but it's a phenomenal game and I highly recommend it, and I might actually want to play it again because it was so fun. I don't know if I'm going to go for a no death run cap, but yeah. On the Nintendo 64, I beat 2 games. First up, we have MCR, Multi-Kart Racing. Pretty okay game. Now, the reason why I played this is because I was playing Diddy Kong Racing on the N64 for the Cartridge Club. I already beat that game, so I didn't count it anymore. If I played on the DS, I would have counted it, but I wanted another racing game that was pretty good, and this one's okay. It's pretty short, only about like 6 or 7 tracks in the entire game, but still a decent little fun game. Next up, I played Donkey Kong 64. Now, the big reason why I wanted to play this is because, well, I love Rare, and I love platformers, and I should have played this a long time ago. And I really did enjoy this game. Now, I don't think this game is as good as Banjo-Kazooie. In fact, I think Banjo-Kazooie is still better. But do I think this is better than Mario 64? I mean, my biggest problem with this game is how repetitive it is, because you have like 5 Kongs and you have to go through all of them to get all these collectible items. I get why that may be fun, but going through the same level over and over again to get different items was a little boring, and I just wanted to be done with it. So I didn't really 100%, but I still enjoyed it. I would give it like a 7 out of 10. Next up, I played 2 games for the PlayStation 1. First one being Siphon Filter. Now, this ended up becoming my game of the year because I really enjoyed the combat. I really enjoyed the levels. I thought it had really good level design and good level progression too. Zapping people with the taser is just really fun to do. I love the sneaking part, the sneaking missions of this game. The actual action is pretty good too, and I just had a lot of fun playing this game. It was just a really fun PlayStation 1 game. The graphics are, you know, for the time, pretty good, and I still think they hold up to this day. The voice acting is absolutely terrible and crap, but I kind of like that because I love cheesy voice acting. Overall, I do think Siphon Filter is worth checking out. I think it's on PlayStation Plus or the PS Store or whatever, but yeah, it's a fun game. Next up, I played Final Fantasy VIII. Now, I have played this game numerous times, but I never really got far into it. One day I was just like, you know what, I want to play an RPG, and I played Final Fantasy VIII. And it's pretty good. It's not one of my favorite Final Fantasy games of all time. I think this game is a little too grindy, where you are pretty much doing the draw system over and over again until you get 99 of pretty much everything, and then you become so overpowered that it's kind of a joke. Like, I went through the final castle of this game and pretty much just one-shotted everything. The main villain, what was her name? Ultimecia, that's her name. Ultimecia. Yeah, she was a complete joke, and I just whooped her ass so bad, and it was really unfair, but still, it was a good game. The story, you know, kind of cringe. I think Squall's pretty annoying with his whatever and his emoism. Just couldn't really connect to the character. The rest of the characters are kind of lame, but the combat was fun. The music is phenomenal. The graphics are really good. The ballroom dancing is iconic. I can see why a lot of people like this, and I enjoyed it to a certain extent, but I just think it's a little okay. Next up, I played one GameCube game, and that would be The Legend of Zelda: Wind Waker. Now, I have never played this game until around April-ish, and, you know, I know someone out there who really hates this game, and I can understand where he's coming from. I do think the sailing is a little too much, but I do like the dungeons in this game. I think some of the boss battles can be pretty fun, even if it's a little bit repetitive. I do have a review of this game. The Ganon fight really isn't that great, but I do think there's some really good upsides to this game. I think the story is pretty decent. I like the music in this game as well, and the graphics, you know, they're good. You either love it or you hate it, but I thought they were okay. Didn't really make me mad, but still, not my favorite Zelda game, but I didn't really hate it that much. It was pretty good. Next up, on PS5, I played 5 games. First up being Silent Hill 2 Remake. I really love Silent Hill 2, so I was really interested to play the remake version of it, and it's a pretty good game. It's pretty much the exact same story as the original version, just with a few minor tweaks here and there. But I did enjoy this game. I do think the perspective change is a little odd, and I do think it's a little odd that they made this game twice as long compared to the original, even though they're the exact same story. But still, I do think this is a really fun game, and I thought the Blooper team knocked it out of the park with this one, and I'm looking forward to see what they can do with the first one. I haven't played Silent Hill F, and I hear that's a really solid game, but we'll see. Next up is Road 96. Now, I saw this from a recommendation of a streamer, and he said that this is one of the best games he ever played. So I went and bought it, and it's a really good walk-in simulator. Pretty much you're playing as a bunch of teenagers trying to escape the state that you live in, because it's a little corrupt politically. There's a lot of messages involved. There's a lot of really quirky people, some very freaky motherfuckers out there, but they're all really interesting. And this game isn't really that long. It only took me about 3 hours to beat, and yeah, the music is really good too. Next up, I played Resident Evil 7 Biohazard Gold Edition. Now, Capcom re-released 7, 2, and 3 remake on the PS5, and of course, you know, being me, I have to get them all. And this was a pretty good version of the game. Everything looked good in 60 frames per second. Now, I don't think you need to go out and buy this game. I think you can just get an upgrade for the PS4 version. But I love Resident Evil, and I gotta get them all. This is a really solid Resident Evil game. It's not my favorite of the series, but I do see why a lot of people love it. Next up, Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga. This is pretty much all 9 movies in one game, the Lego version. And I love the original Lego Star Wars games. 1 and 2 are incredible. And I know this is a bit different compared to those two, and I would rather honestly play the originals over this one. This one's a little too long and a little too repetitive for each of the movies. It's not a bad game. It's a really fun game, in fact, because it's a Lego game. I mean, how hard is that to fuck up? But, yeah. I really did enjoy this game, but I do prefer the originals. Next up, I played Alan Wake Remastered. Now, I did play this on the Xbox 360 way back in the day, but I played this recently for a review, and I really enjoyed this game. I think it's a lot of fun. I think the story is really good. The combat is a little clunky, but still, it was a really good game and a really good story. And I know Alan Wake 2 has a physical, which means I'm eventually going to go play because I like my physicals. But yeah, I don't know when I'll get to it, but yeah. I actually forgot a game that I beat in 2025, and that's The Quarry. How could I forget about The Quarry? I don't know. It was a really good game. Some really good actors in this game. Some horror icons in this as well. Very similar to Until Dawn. In fact, I think they're the same director. And I think I like The Quarry a little more. I like the camp vibe to it. I like the Friday the 13th aspects of it. I do think the ending is a little rushed, but beyond that, I really did enjoy this game, and the soundtrack to this is amazing, and the gore is incredible. Alright, and the final console that I played in 2025 was the PS2, and I beat a grand total of 6 games. I played a trilogy on the PS2 because of a YouTuber by the name of Nightcaps and Nostalgia, and he wanted me to play the Jak and Daxter trilogy. And yeah, I really enjoyed these games. Well, I enjoyed these two. This one, well, there are some really cool moments in this game. I do think some missions are pretty damn hard, and I do think they're pretty annoying. Now, obviously, difficulty doesn't make a game bad, but I still rather didn't really like the length of this game. I thought it was a little too slow. The city was a little boring, but, you know, there's still some good things about this game. However, I did really enjoy these two. Jak and Daxter, being a Banjo-Kazooie knockoff, was a really solid platformer, and Jak 3 I thought was a good way to end this trilogy. That being said, I do think all 3 of these games are worth it, and yes, Nathan, I know, Jak X continues the story of 3, but you know what? I played the 3 Jak games, and I'm pretty content with just that. Maybe I'll play Jak X down the line, and maybe I'll play the 2 PSP games. But you know what? I at least played the Jak games, and I reviewed all of them. So yeah, Jak and Daxter's pretty sweet. Next up, I played Yakuza. I played this for the Cartridge Club, and I really enjoyed it. I thought the story was phenomenal and very intense and very emotional. I think Kiryu is a really solid character, Kazuma. The voice acting is a little hokey, especially Mark Hamill's performance. But, you know, for this being my first entry into the Yakuza series, I really enjoyed it. I'm also on the Cartridge Club podcast for this one, so yeah. Next up, codename Kids Next Door Operation video game. A pretty decent 3D platformer. I reviewed this game a while back, and I like that all of the kids have their own unique abilities that makes the game a little fun. Pretty short. I think this game only took about 4 hours, and it was a really easy beat, but I still enjoyed it. This is a cartoon I watched a lot as a kid, and it was really nice going back and revisiting a classic cartoon video game. And the final game for the PS2 is Alter Echo. Now, I have had this game for such a long time that I really just wanted to try it out and play it. I picked it up at a thrift store for about $1, and that's pretty much how much I value this game. It's only $1. It's not a bad game, it's just rather strange. The music is very techno-y and very abstract. The environments are very weird. This is just a really weird game. The voice acting is not bad, but the game was pretty fun. Like, the gameplay itself was nice. Alright, well, that is every single game that I beat in 2025. I know I'm very late to the party on this one, but for circumstances you probably understand why I was so late. Anyways, this is one of my favorite videos to make because I like recapping all the games that I played. And I just love watching videos like this. My friend Captain Algebra does these every year. Retro Rivals does their own similar thing where they go over the games they beat. They go more analytical than I do, and I would like to at one point, but I don't really count up the hours that I played each game, mainly because I just don't pay attention to that. But maybe in 2026 I will. If you do a very similar style to this where you recap every single game that you beat, let me know down below, because I would love to watch those videos. And what are you playing currently? Because I want to know. Anyways, I will see you next time.